We are the Garcia
No,
family.
you have to say, hi, welcome to our channel. Hi, we're the Garcia family. Well, our family's not here.
We are the mother
Garcias.
and father of Garcias.
We're the Garcias.
Or more widely known as
the Garcia Diaries.
the Garcia Diaries.
I'm Bethany, and this is Anthony, my husband of 6.5 years. 6.5? Yeah, 6.5 years. And, oh yeah, lucky number 7 this next year.
However old Brooklyn is, that's however long we've been married.
Yeah.
Each experience with every kid. So, child number 1, Brooklyn.
Was terrifying.
Terrifying. We were teenagers. I was underage. I was still in high school. So, I mean, it was terrifying. You know, we had no clue on how to be parents, how to raise a child.
I felt like the whole world was against us.
Yes. I mean,
If you're talking about societal norms and all that kind of stuff, and then the first time I became a mom, there was a lot. I felt like there was a lot of judgment. Even if there wasn't direct judgment, I felt that, like, maybe even created it for myself just because of my age.
Exactly. We had in our minds had this image of, you know, when you're supposed to be a parent, when you're supposed to get married.
Yeah.
And us getting
We
pregnant.
actually had so much support from, like, family. Our families were both so awesome, but I think we still put that, like, pressure on ourselves of we did this the wrong way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Baby number 2.
And then, so get this, I give birth to Brooklyn, and then 3 months later find out I'm pregnant with Harlem.
Probably, this is key. Probably like the first time after you
Literally
got cleared by
the
the
only
doctor.
time.
And that's key for later in the story.
The
Literally,
only time.
like, yeah, the doctor said you're cleared to move about the country, like the commercial says. And she was pregnant.
I don't get that reference.
Southwest, isn't that like Southwest Airlines? Whatever.
Why would I move around the country?
It was a
We're talking
joke,
about
babe.
sex, right? Are we talking about sex?
So
What's the joke?
the joke is dead. But so the Bethany gets cleared and bam, she's pregnant. So it's a little bit of shock.
This pregnancy was by far more terrifying than the first one. Like, if you can even imagine that. Like, it was, and the whole time I was filled with so much guilt and shame because it was like, oh my god, I didn't even let my baby be a baby, and now she's gonna be a big sister. And I just felt like crap.
So we felt shameful, guilty, but at the same time we knew another kid was coming, so we wanted to have that same love and affirmation. So
I think when Harlem was in my belly, I don't think I like bonded with her at all. Like with Brooklyn, I was so excited to meet her, and I just like wanted my baby here. And with Harlem, it was like the complete opposite, and it was so hard for me too, because I felt like if I bonded with her, then I was like abandoning Brooklyn. But the moment they laid Harlem on my chest, it was like the most instantaneous bond of like, oh my god, she's my entire world.
So 1, 2, we finally became educated, kind of
Got on birth control.
you know, after Harlan was born. So it was, how many years was it? But 2 years. 2 years later, we got pregnant. I wanted a boy. We wanted a son. Pregnant with Deuce. I think this was finally the first pregnancy where we could actually be like happy. But so we were excited, and then we found out it was a boy, so I'm ecstatic. And it was just great to finally, you're pregnant with a kid, and there's just no like.
It was like excitement the whole pregnancy.
It was probably like
fun.
no negativity.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was 21 with my third kid, pregnant with my third kid. So obviously you get that bickering and the chatter, but we were able to kind of shut our ear to that, and we had Deuce, and then it was 2 years to get her for.
Yeah, but
Bronx.
then with Bronx, she was, well, her story is kind of funny because we were like, okay, we've always wanted 4 kids. Let's try for, Anthony, you're going to piss me off right now.
I never wanted 4 kids.
Yes, you did. You always talked about wanting 4 kids. As long as it was with the same baby mama. That's what you said.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, so Beth got pregnant.
No, you're gonna really annoy me.
No,
right
not
now.
with Bronx.
I know, but I'm just saying, we talked about, okay, we've always wanted 4 kids, so let's You're seriously stop making faces.
But I don't. Okay.
Don't even smile
Okay.
right now. Okay, so we got no put your arm back around me right now. Put your arm. So we decided, okay, we're gonna have another baby, and we tried for like a few months. I finally got pregnant, and we wanted Deuce and the next baby to be 2-ish years apart. So excited, and then I miscarried, and so that was like a really trying and emotional.
And I think after that, for me, it was like, all right, that going through that was.
We don't want to.
It was horrible. We don't ever want to go through it again. At that point, we said, okay, I think we're done.
Both felt
Like we don't want to risk having to go through that again. And we said, I think three's enough.
Yeah, and we were just, I think at that point we were like, okay, maybe that's a sign from God or whatever that our family's complete. Yeah.
But listen, so back Bethany, we go through the miscarriage. It's an emotional wreck. We're having a hard time. We start going, coming back to first time. Bam.
Literally.
Bethany gets pregnant. So Harlem, first time pregnant. Bronx, first time pregnant. And so
Bronx was a bigger surprise than any of the other kids.
Because yeah.
I had no idea. And then when you pee on the stick and it's like a really faint line and you're like, okay, like I'm super early. Her line was so dark. It was like dark AF.
But
yeah.
Super happy.
I think that pregnancy was a little bit harder in a different way, just because I was so scared the whole time that I was gonna miscarry. And I didn't even want to get pregnant. Like, I was over it, that whole phase of life. I was like, okay, we're done with that. And so then getting pregnant, I instantly was just like, oh my God, I want this baby so bad. And so then you're just like instantly attached. And like, I didn't want to get attached, and I didn't want to fall in love with this baby I didn't even know, because I didn't want to risk losing him or her. But when they placed her on, I
felt like she completed the Garcia family.
Yeah.
This year, 2019, has been by far probably the greatest year we've had together. I was able to quit my job and stay home, be a stay-at-home dad, help Bethany with the Garcia Diaries. So, like I said, when Bronx was born, I felt like our family was complete.
You got baby fever.
I did, but also we filmed a TV show, and it was a lot of self-reflecting, like things, therapy, right? I looked at the person that I was, didn't like it, and so now I'm making changes. So the past couple months I've been working on myself, trying to be the best husband, father, man that I can be. And obviously I'm not perfect, but I am comfortable with my results to this point. So and I just started thinking, like, man, like, it would be nice, because I missed the kids taking their first steps or their first word, or I missed the first of a lot of things because I worked. So we were so young. I had to work first of everything for every kid. I got a text message, or Bethany would call me, so I missed out on all that. And I just started thinking, like, we're blessed, we're fortunate enough to be in a position where I can be a part of every single moment.
For me, I've never felt like totally complete. I just didn't want to do it alone again. Like, I physically couldn't handle, like, when Bronx was born, and it was me and all the kids, and I'm taking them to school every day, and I'm doing wake-ups, and I'm doing everything by myself, plus my business.
Well, because you drove yourself to the hospital.
Yeah,
all the kids.
Literally, for Deuce and Bronx.
For Deuce and Bronx. So obviously, every time you have a kid, there's one more person.
I'm doing everything by myself, like, and then Anthony would show up hours later, and so it was like because of his job, and so it was just, I was like, I can't do it alone again. And so once he was here full time, and we were like figuring out how to go, like figuring out our plan for the next year, all that kind of stuff, and I was like, oh my God, like, we should have a baby. And then I was kind of joking, and then he was like, and I was like, wait, what? Like, you're down? And he was like, Yeah, but it was a longer conversation than that, obviously,
But I was thinking like
long term.
couple months she'll get pregnant and
Yeah.
we'll
And
be
we're
cool.
like, let's start practicing now.
Right, yeah. So like first time.
First time.
First time.
So all of that to say, I'm pregnant. There's a child inside of me.
Your boy don't miss. Michael Jordan once said,
You miss
all the
100.
shots
No, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's our slogan.
Wow.
Hold on,
So-
pause. You need to tell them to be quiet.
Hey, everyone needs to be quiet.
Oh, can I have one? So we found out about 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago,
Right away.
4 weeks ago. It's been like maybe a month ago already, and it's been actually not that hard of a secret to keep because we've had the flu. We've been dying. And so all of the sickness that I felt on top, like right now I have the worst morning sickness and nausea ever. And I also had the flu, so I just kind of like the
So
kids
no
just
one
think
was
that- yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah.
People in our inner
Well,
circle.
actually, people were suspicious. I've had like messages on Instagram from people who are like, maybe you're pregnant, and I'm like, no.
The people want us to have more kids.
I know. And today was the kids' last day of school, and so we decided to wait till after school because Brooklyn and Harlem are big mouths, and we knew they would just go to school and tell everybody.
Harlem, what do you think the note says?
I think it says Bronx. I think it says deuces on the 9 list.
What do you think the note says? Ah, yes.
She said, okay.
All right.
Give me the note so I can read.
Hold on. Let Deuce open it. Okay, open it. Nope, more. More. No, open it more.
No, open it
Hold on,
more.
bro.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm gonna read it.
Okay, let them
Brooklyn
see.
read.
Okay.
There is a baby in mommy's belly. There is a baby in mommy's belly.
Oh, what?
There is? There actually
is.
There, no, you don't.
No, I swear.
No!
I promise you. Okay,
Hey,
no fighting.
how do you guys feel about that?
Not good. Braxton's gonna be so mad. He thinks we're gonna throw her out.
What?
They are really scared that we're gonna have to get rid of Bronx. Who's,
It said Harlem was like, are we gonna have to throw out Bronx? I'm like, physically throw her? Like, what? It's so weird.
But
Okay, so what's funny is I thought that they were gonna be so excited because every single
They keep-
day Brooklyn and Harlem were like, we want a new baby brother, so maybe they just don't want Juice anymore and want like maybe that's what
we
they
thought
meant.
they wanted another.
Yeah.
But-
They just wanted a new Juice.
Wait, let me feel like it.
Wait, so no
it's
one's
not
happy?
cooking yet. You
Bronx
guys said
is
that
not-
you wanted another baby. That's what Brooklyn and Harlem's been
I don't
saying.
hear it.
You don't hear it? It's so little still. It's like this
I
big.
still don't hear it. What the?
It has to grow really, really big before it comes out.
The baby's name is
Let
gonna
me
be Yankee.
see, I wanna
No, it's
check.
not. Oh, you want to check?
Yeah.
It's really, really little.
It's
like
your
that
belly
big.
button. It's as small as the belly button. It's as small as the belly button.
Wait, what were we saying?
But they weren't as warm as we thought they were
No,
gonna
yeah,
be.
but every single day the girls are like, oh, I want a
Oh,
baby
yeah.
brother,
I-
baby sister, blah, blah, blah. And, like, they've talked about it multiple times in the past few months. Like, that's their thing. Like, oh, Harlem even said for Christmas she wanted there to be a baby in my belly a while ago. So
You got
I
your
was
wish.
confused about their reaction today. Because they
But,
were just like, are we going to have to throw out Bronx? And what does this mean? And then Brooklyn just kept she kept reading the note over and over again like it was going to change.
She was like, "No, you're lying." She didn't believe
They
it.
wanted me to prove it, and they were like pulling my shirt up, and I was like, it's legitimately like a half an inch right now.
So, yeah, they weren't too. They'll warm up to it.
I think the girls are gonna be super excited. What did you say? He was like, I don't want there to be a baby in your belly.
I don't know. Did he say that?
Yeah, he did.
No, I think you thought he said that.
No, he did. Roll back footage. Cause you, listen. Do you want to know how I know?
How you know?
Bronx doesn't really understand what's happening.
She's gonna freak.
But when baby comes, 3 kids will be in school. I'll be home full time, obviously. So I said this as a joke, and I've been saying it as a joke, but I truly feel this. Like, I feel like finally, right now, where I am at personally with myself, it's finally the time for me to be the best father that I can be.
He had 5 practices.
So it took 4 kids in order for me to finally feel like I'm
ready.
worthy to have a child.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that.
Why?
That's something that you say when there's no camera there.
No, I want to get
Or
that.
maybe just think it.
I mean, obviously, I look like a fool on TV. Lifetime Network, but it's good though because I had kids as a kid. I've grown up, but obviously, I'm not a horrible father. But I just feel like I wasn't the best that I could have been for the 4. I am now. Okay, 2020 for the Garcia Diaries. We're excited. 2019 was great, and I kind of feel like we're just trending upward.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Business-wise, and you know, what's actually funny is we've made some financial decisions together. We were just pretty much throwing money away for the past couple of years. We're buckling down finances. We want to buy a house.
I want goats. Anthony's not
I'm
on
sitting
board.
right here, baby.
Oh my god. I want real goats. I want baby goats and goats that give birth.
Well, I think you have a friend who lives up the street and she has goats.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
why I
wanna
want
see
goats.
Okay, but just kind of growth, continuing to, for myself, become a better person. Oh, there's Bronx.
That was so wild. That was like 0 to 100.
Do you hear? That's what the sound that goats make. You want to hear that?
No, I don't want goats anymore.
Thing.
Yep.
We're excited.
Excited and ready for 2020 and yes. I don't know what.
2020, bring me another son, please.
Oh my god.
No, whatever it is. I'm gonna love you, baby,
Okay.
child.
Yay!
See
You
you,
need to go
Bronx.
get her.
But you
Okay.
should go get a ready?
Anthony,
Bam.
don't even start with me.
No.
Don't even start with
No.
me.
Paper is
paper's
flat.
like this.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Bam.
Anthony, no.
Okay,
Anthony,
do you write on
seriously.
paper like this?
No,
you
I-
put the paper.
no, I go
okay.
like this.
No,
You ready?
redo. Bam, you lost.
Fuck you. Can I have a donut?
What? They're your donuts.